Where's my charter?
All right, I'd like to welcome everyone to our 45th anniversary / Croc Fest, and wish everyone today a happy Bastille Day.
Oh, it is. It is.
It is, yes. It's more than that, though. There are two people here, hopefully they're in the audience, I can't see them right this very second, that are celebrating their 60th anniversary today. Are they here? They know who they are. Well, at least I think they do. They must be avoiding. There, stand up, please, Jay and Deanna Jurgensen. Oh, come on, stand up. Come on. Just like my kids, they don't listen either. So, we want to thank everyone for coming to Red Wing with gas at $4 to $5 a gallon. It's a little more expensive this year than it was last year, and we thank you. It looks like our numbers of attendees this year will be approximately the same as last year, which for us is a pleasant surprise based on fuel and the economy as it is. So thank you all. If there are first timers, anybody to their first convention here, if they could please stand up. Give them a nice round of applause. Now comes the part that Nancy wrote for me. I want to thank Nancy and Wayne for putting this together. Nancy has almost single-handedly again this year put this event together. And I have the 450 emails to prove it. And I want to say a special thanks to Wayne. Wayne is always there in the background, and things just get done that we don't even know about, and there's probably things he hasn't done that we do know about, but that's different. But Wayne, thank you so much. You're just always there, and we appreciate it. And Nancy has over 650 hours put in to coordinate this event and put the convention supplement together, Croc Fest supplement together. And that's just more than you can ask anybody. And Nancy, we thank you so much. Okay, I'd like to thank the volunteers, everybody that's volunteered. Without volunteers, this Croc Fest goes nowhere. We need people to help us, and luckily we have a pretty good group of people that come and help us. Thank you to the sellers. We're sold out this year at show and sale. For the speakers, the chapters, and the board of directors. So welcome everyone, and thank you. We have a special thanks to our keynote speaker, Chris Jonas, who will be up here shortly, but thank you for coming, Chris. And Chris also spoke at our midwinter event, and it was such a great opportunity. We said, you got to come back and do it again. So he'll be speaking a little later. Then the chapter member, or the charter members, are there charter members here? Hopefully we have 5 or 6 of them.
There are some here. Yeah.
There are some here. So
Yeah.
as part of this event, after the keynote speaker, we have something for the charter members. If they, so Nancy will take care of that. But after the keynote, don't walk away because it's not over. Okay. I'd like to welcome our honored guests, Mike Wilson, who's not here. Apparently he heard about us and decided not to show up. We have Michelle Larson, the Chamber of Commerce President and CEO. Paige Martin, the Chamber of Commerce Executive Director. Laura Adelin, Chamber of Commerce. Shar Hen, who are you with? Pottery Museum of Red Wing. Robin Whipperling, Goodhue Historical Society Executive Director. And the keynote speaker, Chris Jonas. Guests also, Hannah Jonas, Angela Jonas, Judy Ganger, and Allie Highway. So welcome everyone, welcome guests. So the first speech is by Mayor Mike Wilson. I'm sure he would want me to fill in for him if he wasn't here, but nobody else wanted me to do that. So we'd like to invite up Michelle Larson, Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you. Like you said, I'm Michelle Larson. I'm the president and CEO of the Red Wing Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you all for being here today and for the next few days. It's going to be a beautiful week, but you're thankful to be inside in a little bit of air conditioning this year instead of outside with everything like you were last year, but we were glad you could be here last year as well. A big thank you to the Red Wing Collectors Society for all your work in making the Croc Fest happen year after year. This is your 45th anniversary, which is amazing. We could not be more thrilled to see you all here enjoying our beautiful community and celebrating your love of pottery. I had the honor of signing the crock in the back. I love that. I am excited to see all the other signatures on that as the week goes on. Your large membership and your long-standing organization really proves your love and dedication to pottery and this type of collecting. It's remarkable to see all of the amazing pieces that are over at the auction area and all of the amazing commemorative pieces that you have year after year for your Croc Fest. And we hope that you have an amazing few days here, enjoying each other and your passion for pottery, but also enjoying all that Red Wing has to offer. The beautiful bluffs and the hiking are amazing museums, which I'm sure Robin will highlight a little more. And then, of course, the Mississippi River. There is a riverboat that is in town today. It's probably docking right now, which could be why the mayor is busy. And it should be here through tomorrow. So we encourage you to go down and check out that riverboat. It is the American Melody. So it is a newer boat from American Cruise Lines, and it looks like a ship instead of a riverboat. So it's pretty unique to see. And we encourage you to look at that as well as take advantage of our beautiful shops and dining. There's lots of things to enjoy and see and do here in Red Wing. So on that, I hope that you have an amazing convention. Enjoy these days here and days together. And we look forward to seeing you for years to come. So thank you.
Next, we have up Paige Martin, and I introduced Paige as being a member of the Chamber of Commerce. Apparently, she didn't know she was moving over to the Chamber of Commerce because she's actually with the Visitors Bureau. So we'd like to have Paige come up and represent whichever group you would like to.
As he was going down the list, he said 3 people from the chamber. I was like, no, we're the Visitor Bureau. So I apologize if mine is redundant because Michelle took everything that I was going to say. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, my name is Paige Martin. I am the Executive Director for the Red Wing Visitor and Convention Bureau. It is my pleasure to be here today to experience this annual event that draws so many of you from around the nation. We appreciate everyone who displays and shares their passion of the rich history in Red Wing. Each piece of stoneware or pottery tells a story, and through these types of events, these stories continue to be told and the memories continue to be created. I understand how much time and effort goes into planning these big events, and with that said, I would like to give a big round of applause to the Red Wing Collectors Society and every individual that made this event possible. For those of you visiting Red Wing, I hope you enjoy your time here. Hopefully you have had time to explore our downtown, our historic area, and West End district. And I was going to say you should go visit the boat, but somebody had to steal that. So go check out the riverboat, and thank you all for being here.
Thank you, Paige. Laura, who I have as Chamber of Commerce. Am I right this time? Okay, I'm batting 66.5% roughly.
Hi there. Welcome to Red Wing. I am Laura Dolan. I'm the Member Services Specialist with the Red Wing Area Chamber of Commerce. And before my position here, I was an ambassador for many years. And we did the Red Wing Potters Picnic way back when in Cobble Park. So ever since then, it's been such a joy for this event to come to town. We love it when the Potters come and that you share our beautiful community. So on behalf of the Red Wing ambassadors and myself, I want to thank you for coming for 45 years. Some of you have been coming here since the day you've been born. So thank you so much for coming to this convention every year, and we really appreciate it, and we value your time here in our beautiful town. So take the time to see it in your spare time and enjoy Red Wing. So thank you very much for coming.
Next person on the agenda is someone we all know and love. We know. Char Hen, Pottery Museum of Red Wing.
Welcome, friends. It's so great to see you all again in Red Wing. It's been way too long since we've all been together. And I have just been enjoying this week as you've been visiting the Pottery Museum and our parking lot sales. They are continuing through tomorrow, so we hope to see you at the museum and out in the parking lot collecting what you need to get for your collection. Enjoy your stay here.
Next up is Robin Wipperling from the Goodhue Historical Society. Now, Robin's brother is married to my wife's first cousin. And as Robin told me, she said, that means we're nothing to each other. So, Robin, come on up.
My goodness. Well, welcome to Red Wing. It's wonderful to see all these familiar faces. I just miss a lot of you, but it's fun to see you at least once a year. I am Robin Wipperling, as I was introduced as Director of the Goodhue County Historical Society. Goodhue County Historical Society is 153 years old. Wow. It was established in 1869, which makes it the oldest society in Minnesota. So we want to invite you to visit the museum and see our new exhibit. It's Canoes to Cruise Liners, the enduring legacy of riverboats in Red Wing. And this exhibit features historical information, images, collection items relating to the history of the riverboats. Some topics include early vessel travels in the area and excursions and disasters. Now, I don't know if Barb and Steve Brown are here. I haven't seen them as I've been scanning, but I want to say thank you to Barb and Steve Brown because they loaned their half-gallon Red Wing wedding jug for our exhibit. And I don't know how many of you have seen that, but if you haven't, I recommend that you take this opportunity because it is very specially decorated Red Wing pottery, half-gallon jug that was created to provide lasting remembrance to the young, engaged couple who perished in that Sea Wing disaster on July 13th, 1890. That was 132 years ago, and yesterday would have marked the anniversary on June 13th. So please come to our museum, the Goodhue County Historical Society. It's up on a hill, beautiful view. Admission is free to all the Red Wing Collector Society members. Enjoy your convention and each other, and congratulations on 45 years. Thank you.
She's right. I'm nothing to her. Wow. Okay. Is Mr. Morawski here? Okay, Bob. Is Bob here? If Bob could come up, please, and unveil our commemorative. And we're going to make him walk slow so Wendy can get some video or something there. But don't trip on the stairs. Careful, careful, careful.
You want to start with the jog?
It's the Bob Show.
Drum roll.
How's everyone doing today? Along with the set of commemoratives, if you ordered a single piece or a set, you were able to order the miniature jug this year. And it's a small reproduction of the jug you're able to sign in the back of the room. So if you didn't yet, take a minute, sign the jug before you leave. And for those of you who ordered a small one to take home, this is what they look like. This year's commemorative is a miniature version of the beater jar. We've all seen lots of beater jars out there with different advertising on them. The version A beater jar says you can't beat the Red Wing Collectors Society, 1977 to 2022. That's version A. Version B has advertising on it. It says Frank E. Ebner, your hardware man, Wabasha, Minnesota. Version C also has advertising. It says Stir Around Our Way, L.W. Williams, McCool Junction, Nebraska. That is your 2022 commemorative. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Bob does a heck of a job every year, and it takes most of a year to get that done. So, Bob, thank you so much. Now, if the mayor was here, we would present him with the first A commemorative, but since he's not, I think I should get it instead. So, either that or we will have it delivered to him. So, if he was here, he would get that. So, thank you. We have a convention overview, Nancy Lambert, who is the only one that knows what's going on here. So, Nancy, please come up. Okay, Wayne does too. For Wayne, though, it's a lot like secondhand smoke.
Wayne does a lot of cooking and cleaning while I'm messing with this. I did want to mention you are still able to order commemoratives and also the 45th, right, Bob?
Sure.
Through the convention. So I heard somebody say, "Did I order one of those?" Because these little miniature jugs are really cute, as well as great job on the commemorative. We're so happy to be back at River Bluff Education Center. We hope you enjoy your next few days in pretty Red Wing. I think you've probably all picked up on the pretty Red Wing part of this. Thank you to Siouxland. If you haven't bought a button, please do so. They're really dynamite. And they're selling a record with Pretty Red Wing recording on it. If you missed the anniversary, I think most of you were here for the anniversary video. That is a labor of love, putting all those photos together. We are going to show it again just before the 45th celebration tomorrow afternoon. I need to thank some members, and it's always really risky to do that, but there are some people that I really need to mention their names, and I apologize profusely if I leave somebody out. Please raise your hands so I can catch up. Rick Natinsky, I don't know if Rick is here. Rick does so many other things than our newsletter for us. I'll pick up the phone, "Hey Rick, I need help on a logo," or whatever. He designed the front cover of our beautiful supplement. I love that front cover with the indent image on it. I want to thank, I don't know if Wendy Calicote is still out here. Wendy, are you out here? Wendy Calicote has posted, here she comes through the door. Hey Wendy. We need to all, Being social media manager is a 24/7 job, and she has done a yeoman's job doing it this year. Keeping you all posted about some of the goings-on. Social media is, let's face it, it's where all the information is fast. And Wendy she's recording now to post things to help promote our activity here in our event. So thank you, Wendy. We appreciate it so much. I want to thank Heidi Halen and Rick Baker. We're over here yesterday. Wendy and her crew were unloading the trailer with all the Kids View stuff. We have all the stuff around there's a lot to unload, including the big jug. We had a lot of people helping, but Rick and Heidi were here hanging signs. Now, they didn't have to hang these. Thankfully, the River Bluff people have a lift, and they were out here doing that yesterday afternoon. Larry Burks, thank you for putting all these wonderful education sessions together. And I have a special thanks to him. For tomorrow night, those of you that were able to purchase a ticket to our dinner cruise, we're also calling it the 2022 Potter's Excursion. And gee, I think there was a jug in, was it 1915? Maybe there should be some jugs for tomorrow night for a Potter's Excursion 2022. Thank you, Larry, for helping us out with that. And their deck prizes, I'm calling them, not door prizes. Dave Huseman, we have a really nice auction, and there's something for everyone this evening for all of our collectors. Gail and Merv Peck, she's a charter member who's still working hard and volunteering for this organization, and they have handled show and sale I don't even know how many years. So thank you so much. Thank you to North Dakota and Doug Perkins. Doug, are you here in the audience? Okay, I don't see him. He's probably in the display room. They're finishing setting up. Trails West took care of the display room last year. We do not have a display manager, and because I coerced them last year because I'm a member. And so Doug stepped up and coerced the North Dakota chapter. And I would encourage any of the chapters to step up and maybe offer to do it for next year. It isn't too bad when you have all of your chamber members. You're welcome to help too. Chapter members, because then everybody can put in an hour or so, and it's not a hardship on anybody. I want to thank Sherry Johnson and Cindy Lumen. They have been incredible to work with here in the school. Like I said, we're thrilled to be back. Dave Huseman and I were talking about the diagram and how we want to set up auction, and so we came in here and we had Ripley's deliver the chairs and the tables and all of that. And he said, well, do you want them set up like you did in 2019? And I said, well, I think so. Let me call Davies. And I said, well, I don't know where the diagram is. He said, we have it on our computer. We'll just do it for you. So they walked in yesterday and were able to start setting out stuff and getting prepared for your auction this afternoon, because these people just went ahead and jumped in and did it. I do need to do a little housekeeping. Be sure you sign the jug. I think some people have already mentioned that and done it. The bus trip to Featherstone tomorrow, part of your education session, we have 2 sign-up sheets. There's limited seating in the bus and at the event. So if you want to attend the Featherstone off-site seminar, there are sign-up sheets at the registration table. There is a 10:30 and a 1 o'clock, right? So you need to choose. Let's see, what else am I doing here? I've scribbled through this so many times, trying to shorten it. Okay, we have the preview and the auction this afternoon. We have chapter meetings this afternoon. Let's see, I'm going to skip down here. Be sure you visit the display room and vote for People's Choice. We've got some dynamite displays. It will open at 12:30. And then tomorrow afternoon, we have our annual meeting, our annual business meeting, and following that, we'll have a little short celebration here. We've learned over the years that most people are just ready to come in and hug each other and say, wow, this was fun, and we'll have some treats and some killer door prizes, pretty good ones this year, and we're going to have trivia. I can't do this without trivia. So it'll be a short trivia game, but there are some great prizes, and some door prizes as well. And let's see, Saturday morning, we're going to again pass out, the society is passing out Hanish donuts for all of those attendees, so you can visit a little bit before you go in. And what else have I forgotten? Have I forgotten anything? Okay, I'm going to be quiet so we can get started. I'd like to introduce Larry Burks, our education manager, and he's going to give you a brief about the wonderful seminars he has tomorrow. Thank you.
Unaccustomed as I am at speaking. Am I on? We have an excellent education set of seminars this year. We had some folks that stepped up to be our presenters, and I think you'll really enjoy what we've put together. The first one I'd like to cover is our second collector classic movie. It will be the Charles Murphy interview, done in 1992. This is the second of a series of From the Vault presentations. Thank you. And there was light. Presentations of educational recordings done by RWCS experts. This year we will bring you RWCS Hall of Famer Ron Lindy interviewing Red Wing designer Charles. Ron will bring out the inspiration of Murphy's designs and the thoughts behind them. Marie, his wife, gives wonderful background on what living in Red Wing in the 1940s was like and what designs were her favorites. I watched this at home the first time to be sure it was going to be interesting, and it's dynamite. Listening to Marie talk about living in Red Wing in 1940 is almost worth the interview by itself. A delightful presentation of Charles and Marie's life and the designs he brought to Red Wing. Hall of Famer Steve Brown, aka Charles Murphy, will introduce this presentation on his way to Kids View, where he will be Charles Murphy for the kids. The second presentation will be Shakers of Red Wing by Althea Voth. Althea will cover the wide variety of salt and pepper shakers made in Red Wing. Each dinnerware line had salt and pepper shakers that were designed to go with the style and pattern of the dishes and other parts of the set. Some were plain, some hand-painted, some simply shaped, and others were very figural. At last count, Althea says she knows of 510 individual salt shaker designs that were made in Red Wing, plus another 25 to 30 that are known to exist that were special production. This is a very colorful presentation that will definitely hold your attention. And for somebody who looked for a pair of schmoos for 32 years, they're not easy to find. The next seminar will be Latest Finds on Pottery Road by Hall of Famer Dennis Nygaard. He will bring new information about shards found in the Pottery Road area, whiteware, factory decals, factory painting on pottery, as well as new finds will be covered. Dennis has been digging in the Red Wing dump since 1980, and he always has something new to show. A totally new dinnerware seminar is up this year from Hall of Famers Larry Roshan and Terry Moe. They will be presenting Red Wing dinnerware in trade publications. They will step into a new area of their expertise to discuss the multitude of advertising that Red Wing used over the years to show and promote their various lines of dinnerware. Gathering advertisements from many newspapers, magazines, and brochures has allowed them to build a wonderful snapshot of the drawings and photos used to bring Red Wing dinnerware to the public. Our next seminar is a journey through 20 years digging in the dump, with a special tribute to Steve Showers by Austin Fierstead. This year, Austin is celebrating 20 years digging in the dump with some of his best finds and favorite stories. Austin was mentored in his early years by Steve Showers and will present a short tribute to Steve in the beginning. This seminar will focus on the best finds of the dump, and it will also focus on the bigger picture of what these finds mean in the early area before standard production of wares going into the 1890s and into the transitional area of whiteware. We will have a seminar from Robin Whipperling at Goodhue Historical Society, and she will be presenting a trip in time through downtown Red Wing. This will take us a step back in time to look at some of the buildings and locations in downtown Red Wing, some that you're all familiar with every time you come here. You will hear historical information about the buildings themselves and some of the early businesses that were located there. We have an off-site tour this year. We'll be doing it twice, as Nancy said, one at 10:30 and one at 1 to the Featherstone Pottery, just outside of Red Wing. Featherstone Farm and Featherstone Pottery is located 15 minutes outside of Red Wing in Featherstone Township. In the East Yard, you will find the pottery workshop, kiln, and showroom of Brother Parters Tom and Jeff Larkin. It is here on their ancestral farm where they have been crafting pottery for over 4 decades. Tom and his wife Claire will be your guides, demonstrating the use of the handmade turtle wheels that produce functional stoneware pieces, and will be showing the 30-foot-long wood-fired kiln built by their father that they fire up annually, typically in the fall. Our chapter made that tour about 6-8 years ago, and it's more than worthwhile. The old kiln was built decades ago. They fire it once a year, and when they get ready to fire it, they let everybody know, and people come from all over. It's quite an event. So I think you'll really enjoy this individual seminar that we're going to have. At this point, I'd like to introduce this year's Kids View program. Please welcome Wendy Coate and Sue Jones if they're here. Wendy Calicote, are you here? They're gone. Okay, well then let me tell you about it. This year the kids will learn all about Red Wing art pottery designed by Charles Murphy. We have lots of exciting things planned this year, including a presentation by Charles Murphy himself, played in the role by RWCS Hall of Famer Steve Brown. Kids will love this. Steve is a kick. We're also excited to announce that RWCS Hall of Famer Diane Hallstrom of Hallstrom's Greenhouse will teach the kids the art of flower arranging, in actual Murphy vases, of course. The kids will also learn about grading pieces and collecting by number, stamp, and color. So I think that will be an excellent, fun time for the kids, and we hope that you've all brought some kids to go.